road again.
Oh, we got some Willie Nelson action here. It's time for our weekly MOdot report, Stump the MOdot Guy. And it is sponsored by Country Financial with Stephanie Leachman. So if you've ever had an accident with someone who did not have car insurance, you know how important it is to understand how your auto coverage works. So if you're not sure your auto car insurance would protect you in the situation, contact Country Financial rep Stephanie Leachman. Call Stephanie Leachman in Camdenton, 573-556-6401. 573-556-6401. That's Stephanie Leachman at Country Financial in Camdenton to chat about your auto insurance needs today. The one, the only Danny Rager. How you doing, Danny?
Good morning, Guy. Good morning.
All
Happy not raining Monday. It's not a soggy Monday for once, for the most part. Unfortunately, we do have some remnants of the rain that we got over the weekend.
Yeah. Have you ever heard root beer floats called black cows?
I have not.
Yeah. Maybe that's up there up there in the Northeast or something. Honestly, Worldwide Knit and Public Day. And these are all the national days. Portugal's National Day.
Knit and Public Day. Well, we missed a pretty important one we were talking about off the air.
And that's what made me say, okay, we're going to talk a little bit about those to lead into the one that you wanted to talk about.
The one I really want to talk about. So June 6th was, unfortunately we missed it last week, was National Secure Your Load Day. Believe it or not, there's even a website dedicated to it, and it's something I talk about regularly, especially with just how much debris, how much trash, how many lawn chairs end up on the Grand Glaze Bridge on Highway 54 in Osage Beach. So I want to remind folks to, if you're traveling in the area and you've got loose items in the back of your pickup, especially mattresses are a common topic or common item that does seem to depart from your vehicle. Just make sure it's secured when you're traveling down the highways so somebody doesn't have to risk their life to go out and clean it up and pick it up.
Generally, it's like one rope that goes through the windows over the top, and the mattress is there, and what happens, the wind catches it from underneath, and all of a sudden, boom, it flies away.
If it doesn't fly away, it's folded in half. At least they gave it an attempt to secure it, but we can all do better when it comes to making sure any of our items, our objects that we're hauling are firmly secured to our vehicle, and somebody doesn't have to go out there and clean it up and pick it up.
Our weekly MOdot report. Phone lines are open, 573-302-7000, 302-7000. And you can call and try and stump the MOdot guy, and it's always a fun time. Well, give us some reports first.
So I mentioned that it's still a little bit of a soggy Monday morning. Our friends, our neighbors to the southwest of us in the listening area are certainly impacted by the amount of rain that fell over the weekend.
Oh, yeah.
We have a number of roads closed in Laclede, Dallas, and as you head towards Springfield, a number of roads that are closed that were impacted by heavy rainfall. So today is the day that we also are closing the Route 64 bridge in Laclede County. This is the bridge that is just outside of the city limits of Lebanon. So if you are en route,
going to the park over there?
That's headed to Bennett Springs State Park. So if you are heading towards the park and want to do a little trout fishing, we do have a signed detour in place. Now that being said, to digress, part of our signed detour is unfortunately underwater today. You can't
I don't know why I laugh. You can't make this up.
You can't make this up. No, unfortunately, Route P, Dallas County Route P, which is a part of the full detour. If you were traveling westbound on 64, you would take 32 out of Lebanon up to Route K and then up to P. Unfortunately, Route P has a low water area that is unfortunately underwater right now. So really strongly encourage folks to download the Traveler Information Map app to their smartphone. Go to the website, MOdot.org. Right there on the home, the scrolling ribbon should be the Traveler Information Map. You'll be able to put on the layers for work zones. In the wintertime, you'll be able to put on the layers for pavement conditions if we're in inclement weather. And then right now, you'll be able to see all the routes that are closed due to flooding. And those are updated in real time, so as there's changes, those get lifted and opened. So Route P, Dallas County Route P is unfortunately closed. I know we had some flood damage on Laclede BB. And as well as Route J, Laclede J. So
how long is that 64 going to be closed?
till probably the 1st of December.
So the rest of the year.
The rest of the year. So it is a full bridge replacement, and we are actually making geometric improvements to the curve. If you are traveling westbound out of Lebanon, before you hit the bridge, there's a left-hand banking curve, a couple billboards on the right-hand side. We're going to make some geometric improvements to that curve itself, and we're going to shift the bridge. Will end up being about 10, 15 feet or so to the north of the existing bridge.
Wow.
So it's a slightly realignment, or it's a major safety.
It's a major deal, isn't it?
It is a major deal. We're making, obviously, as part of that, we'll make some super elevation corrections to the curve, so that pavement is sloped, so you can take that curve at a higher speed and not feel like you're sliding off the road. So we will make those improvements as part of this project as well.
Make it a 38-degree Daytona curve. That's high banking
and
there.
one you can't even walk up. Yep.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
But anyways, if there's people who like to go over there to Bennett Spring, and if it's going to be closed for the rest of the year, and you can replace that whole bridge in that period of time.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And we're going to do all that.
Is the footings and stuff, and you're using the same footings?
Nope. It is a full bridge demo and reconstruction of a brand new structure.
Wow.
So we are going to demo, which should start almost any time now. Once they get the road closed,
They're going to blow
plan
it
to
up
start.
with explosives, or are they going to dig it up?
Nothing too exciting, unfortunately. Not like the Hurricane Deck Bridge years ago that we blew up, or the Missouri River Bridge.
I only bring it up because people like to take their cameras out and video those things.
Nope. No, unfortunately, nothing exciting with this demo. It will just be excavators with rock chippers, those hydraulic hammers, chipping away at it and knocking that thing down and cleaning it up. So nothing too exciting. That's spectator worthy.
Okay. Now, you mentioned we've been talking about that area over there, but we had significant rain over the weekend. And as you mentioned, that flooding. Any other roadways that you're aware of that maybe had some washouts or some dirt roads that have been impacted?
Well, the dirt roads, the gravel roads, of course, will all be very likely to be counted with the washboarding that you'll probably encounter.
And ridges of drainage.
Those will be off system, so those will be your county, your local, your special road district roads. So as far as state highways, the major 3 impacts that I'm aware of, without having my traveler information map pulled up in front of me, which I can do rather quickly. If I can zoom in. Looks like a road just north of Marshfield, a road just outside of Conway, Route J, as I mentioned, looking all around the Cleed, the southwest listening area.
Now, what about while you're doing that, on the top of your head, Route 54 going through Jeff City up to Kingdom City? There was a news story I remember from last week that's now going to be down to single lane because of some going over the Missouri River or something.
Well, not the Missouri River. So just this side, just the Lake of the Ozarks side of the Missouri River Bridge, we are going to have a major rehab on the McCarty Street Bridge, as well as some work at the tri-level.
Now, that's going to impact people going up to Kingdom City, though.
Correct. So our commuters, our visitors coming in from St. Louis, I strongly encourage them to take a look at your origin and your destination and determine a better alternative route. More than likely, that's going to be Route 50. So if you take
really
50 through Union to Lynn into Jeff City, you'll miss the congestion or the impacted area in Jeff City. You'll also miss the major work zone and rehab of I-44 down in Phelps County. So
how long is that going to take up there to go into single lane? Is that just a week deal, or is that a month deal, or?
It'll be hopefully before Labor Day will be complete.
So 3 months.
3 months. We've got 90 days once they get started. The real caveat or variable in the situation in Jeff City is the McCarty Street Bridge is over a railroad.
573-302-7000. Caller, you are on the air. Go.
Hello?
Yeah, that's you.
My concern is with the stoplight in Lake Ozark, the one on Bagnell Dam Boulevard and 242. It's gone to cycling instead of being triggered by a vehicle arriving. and sometimes you'll sit there for 3 minutes or more when nothing's coming from anywhere else.
Okay, nope, caller, I do have one more question. You said the Bagnell Dam Boulevard, is this the signal at top of Horseshoe Bend and Bagnell Dam Boulevard?
That's what used to be HH, but isn't HH anymore,
Yep.
and 242.
So that's up there by Big O.
Yes.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right. We're going to hang up. And do you have another follow-up, or do you want Danny to answer it?
No, that was it. Just can we get that fixed, or is there a reason why we're now cycling, and it has to do a complete cycle before you can go?
All right. Yep. Danny, go ahead and answer. I'm going to hang up, caller.
Caller, thank you so much for your question and your concern. A minute ago, I did mention gravel roads, special road districts, county roads. This is unfortunately the same situation. That roadway, Bagnell Dam Boulevard, and the old HH, as you mentioned, now Horseshoe Bend Parkway, was conveyed to the local municipality as well as a special road district.
So that'd be Lake Ozark.
That specific signal is actually in possession, is owned by the city of Lake Ozark. Of course, city administrator Harrison Fry is a close contact of mine. We talk regularly. So, caller, I'll be sure to give Harrison a ring and inform him of the issue there. It sounds like the detection system just faults out. And a couple weeks ago, perfect segue into this topic. A couple weeks ago, we were joking about signals and how they are contagious, and they just kind of when one goes out, the next one goes out. And there's actually a science to that. When we have storms, when we have lightning storms, those electronic devices, believe it or not, that are exposed to the elements like that are very sensitive to thunderstorms.
And they trip to a default?
And the detection system is probably what I would say most sensitive, because it's the first thing that seems like it commonly goes out. So it just faults out. The system just needs to hopefully reset in this particular case, but it'll have to be investigated, but I'll let the city know.
Carol Foster, that's Danny Rager with MOdot. Welcome back, Carol.
How you guys doing?
It's sunny. It's going to be hot. We're doing pretty good. It's summertime. We're getting work done.
Good. Glad to hear it.
All right. And you say it's going to be a fabulous week, Carol?
Yeah, I mean, depending on if you like warm, hot weather, dry weather as well, then it's just for you. Today is the coldest day we're going to have all week. It's sunny 79, mostly clear and 56 into tonight. Sunny 83 into Tuesday, clear skies 63 Tuesday night, up to 89 and sunny on Wednesday, 92 and sunny Thursday, 91 and sunny Friday, back to 92 on Saturday, and then 95 on Sunday. We might see some spotty showers kind of pop up, especially just because it's a warmer week, and we have usually when we see warmer weeks, we see, as it cools down towards the end of the day, see some spotty showers pop up. So as of right now, it's pretty dry, but we'll see what kind of pops up throughout the week there, especially on Thursday through Saturday. I'm meteorologist Carol Foster.
Do you have a final follow-up for Carol?
I feel like 90 degrees and sunny is more than welcome right now with what we've been through.
Good. I'm glad to hear it.
Carol, we'll catch you tomorrow morning.
Catch you then.
All right. We're going to find out what's trending, and then if you want to stick around for maybe one final comment, okay?
Sure.
All right. All right, welcome back. Danny Rager stayed over during that break, and so Danny, there's a few other things that you wish to talk about, and then we have another caller as well, if the caller's still there. Go ahead, Danny.
So it's the common theme with it being so soggy out, and something we mentioned a number of weeks ago with mowing. So right now our maintenance crews are actively mowing in certain areas and unfortunately not mowing in other low-lying, wetter areas. So right now we are analyzing, looking at different locations where we can mow, because we have to look at two things. One, obviously the safety of the operator if they're mowing on slopes and if it's wet, sliding down that hill, but also the causing damage. So we have heavy mowers, heavy equipment, and it'll leave wheel path ruts. So unfortunately, we do have to wait for things to dry out a little bit in most areas right now, and we'll be actively mowing here in the next few days.
All right, caller, you're on the line. Go.
Yeah, my name's Jerry, and I was wondering if they were ever going to put a left turn lane in South Highway 5 at Bear Paw Road. We used to have connection to the old highway. When they put the new highway in, we got to go all the way up to the overpass to go to turn on Bear Paw if you're going south on Highway 5. So that's my question.
All right, we'll hang up because we have one more call yet to go. Go ahead, Danny.
So, caller, great question. And the short answer is right now we have no plans to construct a turn pocket there at Bear Paw. That portion of Highway 5, being that its posted speed is 60 miles an hour and the Super 2 configuration, we limit the access to Bear Paw and those left-hand movements to prevent those right-angle T-bone type crashes.
All right, caller, go. Oh, caller gone. All right, final comment.
Jerry, if you're still listening, the process to identify that need locally, we can talk to our county commissioners. The city of Camdenton is well represented on the Regional Planning Commission. This is the Lake of the Ozarks Council Local Governments. This is the local planning group that prioritizes what we call the unfunded needs, and that could be identified as a project on that list. Understand it's competing with the other locally unfunded needs, such as congestion mitigation on 54 in Camdenton, which is drastically improved over the summer, but Route 135, Kansas City to Lake of the Ozarks connector, Route 5, Lebanon alternative route. So a bunch of high-profile projects that are identified as high unfunded needs, but certainly that project could be potentially added to the list.
All right, we're out of time. Danny, thanks so much for stopping in, and good luck on all these projects.
Thank you, Guy. Have a great week.
All right, and that's Danny Rager. He'll be back again with us next week on Mondays at 8:40. And if you have a call, write down your topic. All right, coming up, we've got Morning Magazine.